The topic we're going to discuss is the topic of how to solve quadratic equations. So for example, if I have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, okay, how can I find the x that makes this equation true? Right? So that is what I'm going to mean by solving the quadratic equation, or solving this quadratic equation, right? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have several different techniques for this, depending on the situation. One technique that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about factoring. Okay. One technique that we're going to talk about is finding the square root. Another technique we're going to talk about is completing the square. And we're also going to talk about the quadratic formula. And we're also going to talk about the discriminant. And the discriminant is going to be a special topic in and of itself that's part of the quadratic formula, but which we're going to use in retrospect to figure out whether an equation will even have a solution of a certain type. And that's what makes that's where we're going to approach these problems more intelligently. What we will find is that completing the square in the quadratic formula will always work, no matter what quadratic we want to find, and that factoring and finding the square root will work occasionally, and that the discriminant will allow us to determine if certain techniques will even bear fruit or not. And so, without further ado, let us begin.